Hi, everybody. Welcome to, I don't know what episode this is, but welcome to the Hello Grace podcast. I'm your host, Sarah Stevens. You can find me on Ravelry as Sarah Stevens, and you can find me on Instagram as hello_grace. No, that's not right. Graceland_wool. Yikes. It's 10 o'clock, friends, and I've had the longest night ever, but we've got to get this in. So I'll explain everything I think when I'm ready to. I'm not going to break down on camera. Maybe in the next podcast or so. But I guess let's get started. You can find me, my shop at gracelandwool.com. And I'm coming at you from Spokane, Washington. It's where I work and I live and I raise my family. I do all of my crafty things here. Yeah. So, anyways, jumping right in my mug of awesomeness here. I got this at there you go. Isn't that beautiful? I got that at a craft show last year, and I love it so much. It's my favorite mug. You know how you find the handle that just kind of fits your hand perfect? It's this one for me. I absolutely adore it. So anyways, I guess we'll get started. I finished the thing. I'm wearing my Kodikas shawl by Caitlin Hunter. I am so incredibly excited about this. I knit this so fast. I wanted to have this so badly. I absolutely adore it. I've worn this already once. I wore it to a grand opening. I guess it was more of a soft opening for a local yarn shop here. And the Hook and Nook LLC, Hook and Needle Nook, yeah, it's down on Monroe, and that was super fun. So I had a chance to do that this weekend, and I absolutely adored it. Esther is amazing. So between soccer and soft openings of yarn shops and then tragic news, I've had a whirlwind of a weekend. But anywho, I knit this basically, let's see, I have it pinned. I couldn't find my shawl pin, so I'm just really quick to show you guys. I'm using this teeny tiny little, it's like a 4-inch knit picks. DPN, it's like their sock DPNs, and it worked in a pinch. But anyways, I love it. I love it so much. You can see I didn't, here. I hope that gives you a better picture. You can see that I kind of screwed up a little bit in the beginning. It was kind of a happy screw up, thankfully, because the this peach color that I used at the bottom, right here, it was really supposed to be where the gray is up here. You see this light gray with this olive color. The olive color is right. The light gray color, however, was supposed to be the peach. But my skein was a little bit, I think, short, truthfully. And I knew that I wanted it on the bottom, so I didn't put it at the bottom, or I didn't put it up there. I'm really happy I didn't, because I came around with this much left. Just this tiny little ball. And there would have been absolutely no way I would have had enough to do the whole bottom. I guess I could have made the ribbing 1 or 2 rows shorter, but I really like the big ribbing. So, anywho, this is all done. It's perfect. I absolutely love it. Um, yeah, I just, let's see. Basically, I need a new shawl pin because I can't find mine, and I wore this to the show, and or the opening, and I had to use like an old hoop earring to flip it all together because I couldn't find something. So, anywho, okay, so that's object number one that's finished, and I'm so excited about it. So good. I seriously want to knit all of the Caitlin Hunter things, all of them. Okay, so I guess I should have brought a sock blocker out here, but I forgot to. The next finished object I have is a sock that took forever. Not because the pattern was hard. In fact, I can't even find the pattern. I memorized it. I read it. Um, Downloaded a pattern. I want to say it was a free pattern. I memorized it, and I've been working on it, but now I can't find where it's at. Like I accidentally deleted it. So as soon as I find the name of this designer and the name of this pattern, I'll be able to give it to you. But I'm wondering if it's one of Mina's patterns. You should just tell me if it is. Um, I love it. I have a feeling it has a Harry Potter reference. Anywho, I knit this sock cuff down on my 2.0 millimeter DPNs in my Weasley Women colorway. And I am in love with this sock. It has my heart. I'm going to be dyeing up some more of this probably next week, actually. I have another wholesale order that's going to be going out at the end of this month, and I think I want to put some of these in the shop as ready to go, but we'll kind of see how much time I have. So that is my FO number 2, Weasley Women's Socks. And like I said, if you know the name of this designer who would have designed this sock, I would love to know, so I can link it properly and so I can share it with everybody else. So yeah, I love it. I love it so much. I have not cast on to the second sock, but I'm going to be doing that. This is how much I have left. It's a huge amount. So this skein was on my 80/20 base, so there's 400 yards in here. And I love the colors. They are my colors. The little pops of the brighter purple with the butterscotchy colors and the light purple. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. So, those are the only 2 things that I finished, but I have been working on some things, and I do have a new cast on. So, no, I lie. I did finish my Zwag. I will show you that at the end. Currently, it's sunning on my deck, and I'm using the sun to hopefully dry it a little faster. I decided to do my, did I say Zwag? My Sunset Highway. I used all of my own hand-dyed yarn except for one skein of woolen boon that I striped into the body. And I did do short sleeves, and I made it a little cropped. And I'm really hoping that it dries so I can weave in the ends and I can wear it this afternoon. That's my hope. So, anyways, I'm going to leave that up there sunning, but I will show you at the end. Okay, so let's talk about things that I've been working on. I'm ashamed to say that, do you remember my pepperwood socks? Here are my pepperwood socks. I've had this one done forever, long enough to take pictures for the pattern and everything. This is out of my own yarn in my Nerds colorway. And I love this so very much. However, I just found this bag. I found this bag tucked away. It's a Sugar Tots bag. I found it tucked away in the corner, and I had kind of lost track of it. And I have the second sock done, minus Kitchenering the toe. Are you kidding me? Look at my little peep stitch marker too, guys. It's a sparkly peep. So all I have left to do is Kitchener this toe, and then this pair is done too. So I'm not entirely sure what happened. I think I just threw it in the corner somewhere, and I never got around to picking it back up. Other things might have sidetracked me. I'm not sure, but that's going to be my next work in progress today. I'm Kitchenering that toe and getting it off the needles and getting those suckers blocked. Okay. In my beautiful tea Suburban Stitcher bag, I got some progress on my Weekender by Andrea Mowry. Done. And I worked on this steadily until I decided to do the Kodikas. And then this guy I just got put down. It's terrible. Because I want this in my life too. So let me turn this the right way. Okay. I have the entire body done. I think it's going to be perfect. I've started working on one of the panels. I don't know if it's the front or the back. I lost track. Okay, I'm getting hot. I lost track. But I started working on one of the panels, and my whole goal is that the next time that we podcast, I will at least have the top of the sweater done. It really shouldn't take very long. It's just a matter of doing it. I'm loving it. I just have so many other things that I'm wanting to do too. So I'm using Yarn on the House, Yoff Yarn's Daughter. This is my second ball. It's all that's left. And so I'm going to be joining in my third ball. I have 6, so I'm going to have leftovers. And this sucker is going to be big. And I think I'm going to live in this in the fall. I am so excited. It's going to block out beautifully. I just know it. So, and it has that most amazing smell too. So, and I know it's not my lotion that I've been using to knit it with. It still has that sheepy smell. It's perfect. So this is going to be done soon. I'm loving it. I am knitting this on my Haya Sharps US 6s. These are 4mm needles. And it is, I think, a 60-inch cable. So, yeah, here we are. The directions did give me like a little bit of, I don't know, I was having an issue with it because it tells you what to do for one of them, like the shoulder shaping for either the front or the back, but it doesn't tell you if you should do the exact same thing for the other one. Sorry, my neighbors are getting home from church. If you should do the exact same thing for the other one or not, it just kind of assumes that you know what to do. I gotta figure that out. I read it like 4 or 5 times, and it could just be because I'm reading it incorrectly, but I'm not entirely sure. So, if you know, please tell me. If you've made this, let me know. Because I want to keep working on this. I'm to the point where I've worked it to where I need to do some shoulder shaping on one side. And so I would love to get this sucker done. Done, done, done. This year, I'm participating in the Make 9 challenge, but as I've told you before, I'm going about my Make 9 challenge differently than a lot of people. I didn't just pick 9 things that I wanted to knit. I went through my wardrobe and looked at what it was lacking and what my aesthetic is mostly like, and what I would actually use and wear. And I built my Make 9 around that. I'm not doing a time frame. There is no come December 31st, if I'm not done with my Make 9, then I failed. For me, it's not like that at all. I'm using it as I want these 9 things in my wardrobe first, and as soon as they're done, I'm going to go through and find new 9 things to do as well. Am I only going to be working on those things? Absolutely not. I do want to work on some other things. I do love socks a lot. I do think that hats have a place while I don't have those in my Make 9s. On occasion, I'm going to work on some hats. And next month, I'm going to be starting to work on some Christmas knitting as well. But the whole point of Make 9 for me is just to make sure that I am building my handmade wardrobe. I don't have any sewn pieces. I did purchase some fabric and some things to make a few skirts, and maybe 6-7 months ago, some great people in the group helped me pick out some patterns that would work for me that are pretty beginner friendly, and I can't wait to start on those. I have my sewing machine that's getting repaired. The little part that holds the spool of thread on the very top, my son broke it off, so they're having to replace the entire piece, which is fine. And as soon as that happens, I think I'll be able to start working on something slowly. But it's not like I don't have a million other things that I can be working on too, so let's just be honest. Okay, so that's my Weekender pullover by Andrea Mowry on in my Yacht Yarns. Not my Yacht Yarns. Okay, so I knew that as soon as I casted off or bound off of my Sunset Highway, I wanted to make the Zweg pullover, also by Caitlin Hunter, and I purchased some yarn for it. And last night, I got it cast on. So I'm using some Madeline Tosh Merino Light. This is the Whiskey Barrel colorway for the body, and then I'm using my very own Hogsmeade colorway. For the really pretty lace panel that's on the top. And I have gotten through, I don't know if you can see very well, but this is going to be the front of the sweater, and then the short row shaping is the back of the sweater. There we go. I was hoping it would focus, but it's not. It's okay. We've talked about this. I have the world's worst camera ever. So anyways, I've got the short row shaping done. I've got to knit like 7 rounds of the yoke before I can start some color work, and I have every intention to get into the color work done with that first little strip of color work anyways before the next increase happens today. So as soon as I'm done podcasting today, that's what I'm going to do. And I cannot be happier. Okay, so let's talk about something that came in the mail. And I only did 1 month because I had talked about in the past, like I wanted to kind of join a yarn club, but I didn't want to do a subscription. And so I've just been kind of purchasing yarn each month from a new dyer or from somebody that I would want to purchase from. And there's really no regulations or stipulations or anything. I just wanted to each month or ish be able to have some fun new yarn to come into my stash and play with that maybe I don't know what it looks like in advance. And I love that. So the Grocery Girls and Nicole of Hugh Loco, as always, got together and they teamed up, and Nicole came out with these amazing sock clubs. And so I jumped in on the very first one. I'm pretty sure that I did not catch the second one. I think it's already come and done. And these ones will never be recreated again. And I don't know if I'll be able to jump in on all of them. I'm hoping to maybe do 2 or 3, but we'll see. It came with this sweet bag that's like the perfect sock sack size. Nicole, if I'm correct in this, I believe I am, she designed the logo for this. And I always love how dyers they're capable, and it's mostly because I don't know how to do it myself. They designed the band, and on the back of the band, for all of these, it tells you like exactly what each month is going to be, and what they're named. And so this one is Money Cake. Not wait to cast this on and turn this into a pair of socks. This is actually, I have plans for this to be the very next pair of socks that I cast onto. That's why I need to get my Weasley Women off of my needles quick as can be, so I can participate in that. So that came in the mail. And then on the Hook and Needle Nook grand opening, I got to meet up with Sarah Mahan, and she owns Sarah Craft Yarns on Etsy. And her and I don't live very far away, and we message each other back and forth, and we did a really fun little swap between her and myself and Kayla from Whips and Sticks, who also lives out that way just a little bit. And so because we're just kind of like this upper north end of the area, we thought this would be really fun for us to exchange some yarn. And so we did. And mine is it's dried, and it's going to be heading out to them. I'm hoping to hand deliver them. If not, then I'll pop them in the mail. But I got mine from Sarah, and I wanted to show you what she dyed for me. These were all one-of-a-kind colorways. I do not believe that they will ever be created again in her shop. If I'm wrong, she'll let me know. But I got on her Everyday Twist. She dyed up a skein of confetti for me, and she has my number. She knows exactly what I love. All of the mauves, all of the light speckling. It just has my heart. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. So on that, and then on a different base, it's her Point Shoes base. It's her BFL, 80% BFL, 20% nylon. I love this base for socks. It's amazing. And this one is called Mother's Day. I'm so excited. So Kayla will be getting one of those skeins too, I think. I'm not completely sure if that's correct, but I can't wait. She might have dyed separate ones for Kayla. I don't know. So I love them so much. I'm really kind of hoping she dyed separate ones for all of us. That's what I did. Okay, so that happened. And then this, at the semi-soft opening, I got a spinning wheel. I'm sure some of you guys saw it on Instagram. It's a 1965 Ashford traditional. I looked it up online, and she's beautiful. She's old and crickety, and the moment that I walked in there, I saw it. I was like, this is the one I have to have. You know, sometimes they just kind of speak to you. I think certain things like that do. And I wanted her so badly, and I tested out all the wheels, and of course, like the one that was not for sale was my absolute favorite to spin on. And I just couldn't get her to work, and so one of our sweet friends came in, and she played on it for a few minutes and tightened things and oiled things and was like, oh, well, here it is. And now she spins great. And so I said, well, now I want her. Like, she's coming home with me. So she came with a Lazy Kate that I need to get rods for, and 3 bobbins, and of course herself. And it has been so much fun. I spent that entire night spinning. I haven't spun it all today. I did spin momentarily for just a few minutes yesterday, but everything I did was basically that very first night that I brought her home, and I couldn't figure out the tension and everything, and so I want to show you my progress. Oh, I am spinning on, I should preface this. I started to spin and I worked it out on this amazing Polworth from Spin Right Around. Mutant Flamingo that I had. I love it. It's awesome. It's an old one, and it does draft beautifully. And I love Polworth when I'm drop spindling, but I had never used a wheel before, so I didn't know. So I immediately started with that because I thought that would be the best route to go, because it has the longer staple length. I fought with that. It was terrible. I don't think that I was advanced enough to use it or something. I think the drafting style that I have, I was just fighting with it. So I thought, that's it. I'm just going to try something different. So I pulled out this braid of Yarn Love, this Juliet roving. It is 75% merino, 15% nylon. Okay, so much better. So the first bobbin I did, it looks awful. You can tell I was figuring out my tension. I didn't know how to like do anything. But this is it. This is my very first bobbin. I'm embracing it. I'm going to just call it art yarn. So this itself, it is what it is. It is not pretty. My second bobbin is not pretty either. I just pulled this off of the wheel, and I am going to finish up the last. I separated the whole entire braid in half, and so believe it or not, like this and this and this is 2 ounces. Okay. I don't know, it doesn't seem like a whole lot to me. Anyways, this is all I have left of my 2 ounces, and then I have another 2 ounces on the counter. This is beautiful and soft and fluffy. And after figuring it out, you can see, like, I'm making some more progress. Like, it's getting better. Focus. So this section right here is what I'm working on right now, and you can tell it's much more even and consistent and the way it should be. This is some of the stuff that I started off doing, and it's terrible. Like, it even slid off the piece and went down, and so whatever. It's a learning experience. But I love it so much. I'm so excited about this. I learned that I cannot bring her outside. Oh, I named her Rose. On Instagram, I asked all of you guys wonderfully what I should name her, and I really at first wanted to name her June or Lucy, but Lucy is what my dad calls my aunt, so I thought that would be weird. And so I asked, and everybody agreed that I think my dog just got stung by a bee. I'm not entirely sure though. guess that's what you get when you try and bite the bees. Anyways, um, I wasn't entirely sold on it, and so I asked for some help, and immediately, I think like 2 or 3 people mentioned Rose. I know at least 2 people did, and I kept looking at her, and I thought, that's it. You're right. She is a rose, and so um, it totally makes me think of Cocoon, the movie Cocoon, if anybody remembers that from the 80s. I love her. I'm having so much fun. I can't wait to get through this braid so I can start a new one. Um, because I know that as soon as I've gotten through this one, I will have figured out my twist, and I will have figured out my tension much more than I have now, and that excites me just no end. And the other thing is I have probably 50 or 60 braids of fiber hanging out in a bin in my laundry room that I knew I was never going to get through on my drop spindles. Um, it's just not fast enough, and now I can actually do it, and I'm so excited. So I'm designating I'm designating a day a week. I haven't decided which one I'm going to designate as a spinning day, and it's probably just going to be an evening, maybe like a Wednesday evening, and that's just going to be my spinning day, and I'm really excited about that. So if you all want to participate in spinning with me on Wednesday nights, that could be fun. Um, we can share progress or something. Maybe I'll throw a thread up there and we can show off our spinning, because I think that would be a blast. Okay, prizes. The sweet prize winner, the lucky prize winner from last week, I finally got your yarn dyed up. That wholesale order kicked my butt, and so I'm going to be sending that skein out to you soon. Oops, that's my phone. Um, so look for that in the mail. It's going to be coming. You should get it this week. Secondary. As far as the winners for the last podcast, um, I'm going to be shoot. Okay, I'm going to be naming the winner of that. You know what? Let's just do it now. Why wait? Let's do it now. So let me find it. I'm not prepared. I'm never prepared. Like, you guys should all know this by now. Let's see. Here we go. This last podcast. Let's see if I can mute it. It looks like we had 40 comments. I'm 41. So let's go with 21, because I know there are a couple that I did not. Let's make sure I have exactly. So there's 40 comments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 that I didn't reply to. So technically that's 44. So we're going to divide it by 2. So 22 is our number. I try and reply to all of them. So I just haven't been on to reply to everybody yet. So 22 is going to be our number. So let's do random org. Random.org. And we are going to do 1 through 22, generate, and it's going to be post 15. So let's go through and find out who, because I'm just going to pull it up on my computer. Bear with me, guys. I can do it in order. You know how you can arrange the comments. So we're going to do that. We're just going to arrange the comments. So sort by newest first, and I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is Debbie M. She says socks, 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 mainly because I'm chicken to try a sweater, but I love the one you're working on. Thank you so much, Debbie. So Debbie M, if you wouldn't mind contacting me, you can get a hold of me on Ravelry, Sarah Stevens, or Instagram. Just shoot me a message, Graceland_.wool. Or you can also get a hold of me, email me at gracelandwool@gmail.com and shoot me your address, and I will get that prize right out to you. I do have a prize all ready to go because I figured the best thing to do would be to do two at once. So, okay, guys, I guess that's it. We're rolling in almost 40 minutes, and my dog really wants to go play and bark and be crazy, and I want to start working on my Zwig. So, anyways, there are clubs. Oh, shoot, clubs. So, June's clubs are all in the books. I haven't taken it down yet, but I'm going to be taking it down really soon. And clubs for July and August are going to be going up. I am doing Shel Silverstein's, a couple of his books. He was one of my favorite authors as a kid for poems. So like Where the Sidewalk Ends, that colorway has already done. It's done and over with, and so I will be taking that down. But when I list the new clubs, I do have a few available, so I'm going to put that up for pre-order if you didn't miss, or if you missed out. There were a few, not pre-order, ready to ships. And so those will go up in the shop hopefully pretty soon. But I'll get July and August listed too, so you can purchase those if you'd like. I do have a giant wholesale order that is required to be out to the shop by the 28th of June, so that's ready. It's ready to go. Woo! There's like a bug that just flew on me. Oh, that freaked me out. It was like this little green pine bug or something. I felt it go in my hair, and then it like landed on me. But y'all saw all that? Okay. I don't like bugs in my hair. I'm not even gonna edit that out, because I can't. Clubs, if you want them, they will be listed pretty soon. They will not go out until like mid-July, because I have a giant wholesale order that has to go out and be in their hands June 28th in order to be available for them July 1st. And so I'm going to be busy doing that. As you know, I do have a day job that I work 40 hours a week doing, and I do have an older kid. She made an amazing traveling soccer team. It's like a junior semi-professional team, which is crazy, that has just opened up in Spokane. And so she is doing that, and it's just a crazy summer. So anyways, I don't have any plans to do anything as far as a huge knit along per se, but I do have a really fun one in the works, and I'm hoping to share more about it with you towards the end of July. I think you're gonna love it. It is gonna be about a 3-month knit along, and it's going to run September, October, November, and we're gonna finish up in December. And I think you're going to be able to double dip with some other knit-alongs that happen in that time frame. But like I said, more information coming. I'm so excited. So, anywho, I'm going to leave. I'm going to sign off because I'm just rambling now. So I hope you all had a wonderful week, and that you have a wonderful time until the next time that we get together and chat. If you were that winner, Debbie M, please contact me and let me know what your address is, and I'll get that out in the mail. Last winner, please just know your yarn is coming. It's finally dyed and dried. Okay. I hope. Oh, let's do. What should our prompt be? Our prompt should be something for the next podcast, so they can win something fun. Let's see. what is your favorite summer activity to do? If you like to do it as a family. Let's say, what is your most relaxing summer activity that you like to do? For me, my most all-time favorite thing to do is pack up and head to the lake. If you live in the Pacific Northwest, you know that when we say the lake, it's not really just one lake. There are hundreds of lakes around here, and we really don't mean any specific one at all. We just mean to a large body of water, and so that is my all-time favorite thing to do. A couple weekends ago, my family and I packed up and we spent 2 days out at Loon Lake, and it was so much fun. It was so relaxing. We had some soccer friends hang out with us, and we just celebrated Memorial Day, and it was great. So went out to the VA cemetery out here where my grandpa and my grandma are buried, and my grandfather did receive a Purple Heart in the Army, and just kind of celebrated him a little bit on Memorial Day as well, and then made our way out to the lake again. So it was great. It was a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait to do it again. Actually, I had thought about doing it today, but I think we're going to hold off and save it until next week. So, anyways, whatever your favorite, most relaxing summertime activity is, what do you do to unwind? I would love to know. Okay, you can just leave a comment below and I'll pull a winner next podcast. So we'll see you in a few weeks. I hope you all have a great time. Bye now.